Don't get mad at me, but I'm gonna say it with my whole chest, my whole entire chest.
Okay, but let's talk about this. So I used to do wedding hair, and I used to make a killing doing wedding hair. Weddings are typically like a bride and 3 to 6 bridesmaids, but that's not how it goes. Oh, and yes, you charge for every single person you work on. But what ends up happening is it's not just the bride and the bridesmaids, but now the soon-to-be mother-in-law needs her hair done, and the sister of the bride's mother needs her hair done, and the bride's mom needs her hair done. And you're already crunched on time, right? Yes, you charge for every single person that you do, but it's like people forget they were going to a wedding that day, and so they need their hair done, which a lot of the time is them just trying to take advantage of the fact that there's a hairstylist there. And you charge for that. Another issue is brides often, not always, and this doesn't make them bridezillas, will try to change the look of their wedding day on their wedding day. Like you'll do a run through 3 months in advance, do one more run through to make sure that there's anything else that they want to change. Like 6 weeks before, you should be doing a 3 month and a 6 week. Anyway, and then the day of, they're like, I want this hair. And you're like, I don't have 7 ounces of extensions on me. So I don't really know what you want me to do here. It's a comb, not a wand. And it's usually like, well, I was looking at other pictures and I kept looking at the ones we did and it's really beautiful, but after a while, I just wanted something different. And it's like, well, you could have called me within the last 6 weeks to tell me that, but you wait until I start curling your hair. That and you're locked in. Like once you've done their hair and all the pictures are taken, you've done their hair and all the pictures are taken. That is a forever deal. Unless they have 2 or 3 more marriages afterwards. Who knows? Which is why I would never, ever, ever do a family's hair for weddings. And the reason behind that specifically was I didn't want one of my family members choosing something, because my family's stubborn, choosing something and me being like, okay, well, let's do it. Do the look for them. And then 3 years down the road, they hate it and they try to blame me for it. Absolutely not. Or they pick something that's like very like like a fad style for a wedding and you try to talk them out of it. And I always tell somebody like, look, this is pretty now, but this is a fad and you're probably going to get over it in a couple years. And you don't want to be flipping through your like wedding photos like back in the day mommy had it going on, that was the look back then, like, you know what I mean? It's just high anxiety, high stress, and for me at 39 it's no longer worth it. There's always something, and oftentimes they just blame the hairstylist no matter what it is. If a bridesmaid was running late and they're 30 minutes late getting the wedding started. By the way, if you're going to get married, I'm married. There's always going to be something that makes you at least 30 minutes late, okay, getting to the aisle. So plan for that. Tell the photographers and all the people that they need to be there an hour earlier. Say it starts an hour earlier than it does and be like, just kidding. Make sure it has the same end time so that way, they're billing you properly. And yeah, you might have to pay a little extra, but like you want your shit to happen when you want it to happen. That's how you do it. Anyway, I absolutely refuse to do weddings now. I don't want to be responsible for that. I don't want the stress of it. I hope you have a full and happy marriage. The gays are better at staying married, just saying, but we have lower divorce rates.